seems like you and Jordan have developed a close bondage. How is your guys' relationship, and what have you passed along to him?
Uh, I can't tell you all the secrets, but
Right. Yeah.
no, man. I mean, Jordan's a tremendous kid who loves everything about football. He wants to get better. He wants to be coached hard. Just each and every day we come out here with purpose of getting better and mastering our craft. And I'm just trying to teach him the little things. Conditioning wise, run. I shouldn't have to tell you when to run. You should want to do it. Anytime you're standing around, go take a gasser. You got to be in tip-top shape. So the mental details that's needed, the focus that's needed, that you don't let your fatigue get the best of you. So just trying to teach them his approach to the game, what my expectations are. Sometimes you only know what you know. So he may not understand it yet, but it'll eventually get there. But he's a phenomenal kid, a great talent. My job is just continue to keep him even keel, level-headed, and just keep grinding each and every day to put in the work, and eventually it'll start paying off for us on the weekend.
Seems like he's really been selfless. Last game, he seemed like he was by every teammate when they went down. He had that big downfield block. How have you worked with him on that?
Well, it's about winning football. It's not all about us as wide receiver and being, you can have 200 yards, but it doesn't matter if you lose the game. And then what I tell them is, what are you doing when you don't have the football in your hand? That's what scouts like. That's what the NFL wants. How can you impact the game when you're not catching the football? So it's not just taking a play off and think that you can chill and rest. No, you have to go out there, especially with a running back like Scat. Our job is just to get in the way, making sure our guy doesn't make the tackle. And usually when you see explosive plays in the run game, you see wide receivers blocking their tails off down the field. And when they put that tape on, I want to be a representation of who I am as a coach, who they are, being reliable, competitive, and tough. Those are the words that they voted on as a wide receiver group, and those are the words and the characteristics that people need to talk about ASU wide receivers. Are we reliable? Are we competitive? And are we tough? So I hold them accountable to their own words of kind of what they want our receiver core to kind of be described as. So, I hold them accountable to that.
What were your thoughts when you first met Jordan, and what do you think about his potential?
Honestly, the first time I was like, oh crap, what did I get myself into? Dealing with some knucklehead kids. But I told him the other day, man, I love them all. They're like my nephews, my family, and they made my college experience fun. Each and every day I come to work knowing that I got some kids that want to learn, that want to get better. So it just makes my job easier knowing that these guys want to be coached, they want to get better. And so I wake up every day and give them my all to make sure that I prepare them the way I think they should be prepared, and give them all the tools and tips that they need to find success on Saturday. So I'm enjoying it, man. I'm waiting for the weather to get a little better, but it's been fun, man. I've been having a blast coaching here in Arizona State, man. Good environment, good fan base. I'm proud to be a Sun Devil.
Like that family environment, the nephew, the relationship.
Yep.
How have you impacted Jordan in teaching him not only football lessons but life lessons?
Man, I always teach all the guys. Sometimes we get in a room and we'll chop it up for about 30 minutes and not even talk about football. Just talk about life and lessons and things like that, and making sure that they, make the right choices and decisions. And I'm always asking about, what's going on in their life. So sometimes I think, as a college kid, you got so much distractions going on. You got academics, you got everybody wants to play, you want to get better. You got girl situations, things like that. So I just try to bring it to light and let them know. Like, I've been in their shoes, I've been there before. I try to talk to them all. I always try to tell them my thing is I'm like Unc. They call me the Unc of the group. So when my guys call me Unc, I know it's they need me for something. So I've had a blast, and I hope these guys enjoyed every ounce of it. For them to experience to be 3-0 now, considering where we were last year. I want them to experience everything that I got out of football. So I'm going to coach my butt off to give them my all, and then each and every day I want the same in return from our guys, and I think they've given me that.
How would you describe Jordan's skill set? What does he bring to the offense?
Oh man, explosive playmaker. I mean, phenomenal hands, can catch, acrobatic. Can go up and high point the ball. I mean, the kid just wants to get better. Watching him block, even when he's not getting the ball, staying focused and not being discouraged. I'm always encouraging him. You never know when it's your time. I want you to always, I always tell him, right? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You never know when your number's going to be called, and we had an opportunity, to make some plays at Texas State, and he rose to the occasion. So, I mean, he's really bought into everything I've been selling. All the guys have, and it's just great to see the growth in all of our wideouts from the point before I got here, from day one to who they are now. It's like night and day, but we still got a long ways to go. We haven't really achieved that much. I want consistency. And that's what I'm in search for. I'm a constant quest of trying to find consistent playmakers, being great at making the routine plays. And then when you have that spectacular play, well, I'm not shocked by it because I see it out here every day. So I'm not surprised by it, but I just want consistent play week in and week out, not only for our team, but for these guys individually, understanding the approach and the mindset that it takes. And that's what really I'm trying to build, the culture in our room of holding everybody accountable for their play of who they are, as young men.
Having played at the highest level, what has been your message to Jordan as far as what steps he needs to take to tap into that potential?
Don't rush the process. Everything's a process. I didn't know it overnight. It took me a while to finally get it. And for me now to just give these kids the blueprint of how I did it, you don't play 14 years in the league without having a great work ethic. Put in, year out, day in, day out, of going out and working on your craft and truly mastering what we need to do. And that's, really where I'm trying to be at with these kids. With Jordan, I got some years with him. So, for me, it's a great matchup. I'm here, I'll be here for a while, he'll be here for a while. So just instilling the foundation early. I'm excited to see with this kid where he's going to be in another 2-3 years from now. So, like I said, we haven't even scratched the surface how good he can really be as an individual as well as a football player. But I'm excited to get that opportunity to coach a young man that wants to be coached and wants to be good at his craft.
Do you see his brother inside of him? He's got that
Yeah.
NBA ability.
Yeah, I met his brother, man. He's always on him. He's always on him about the work ethic. For me, I always tell these guys, my message on the board, you can ask them all, right? You can't have professional dreams with playground habits. So it's all about establishing the habits. I want elite habits. It's not just about coming out here. You need to be out here early at practice, getting your catches in. It's the little things that matter. If you're doing the little things right, then the curve of you learning this game, the curve of you learning your position kind of gets sped up a little bit because you're doing the little things right. And that's all I'm working on now. It's just, it may not be something that's over the top, but it matters. It matters that I want our guys to be out here early. I don't want you lagging in, walking, and then having to sprint to going to do a drill. You should already be out here. We get 2 days of full pads. We got to make the most of those 2 days. I told those guys now, we got 9 games. We got 10 more Tuesdays. And, for these seniors, it's your last one. I want to try to teach you as much as I can while I have you here at Arizona State. So we kind of got to, the mindset of you got to know what's expected of you on Tuesdays. You have 4 days off, you kind of get relaxed, you get chill. You come out here and we got off to a slow start. On Tuesdays, we can't do that. Can't afford to do that because we're going on the road. We can easily look up and it's 21-0 if you get, off to a slow start. So understand the approach to practice. Understand how important it is to take advantage of the 2 days that we actually have in full pads. And understand I'm going to be on their tails like white on rice, because I know you have to be able to put in the work throughout the week in order to see the success on Saturday. So they don't really like me particularly well on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but I could care less. I know what it takes to get us to where we need to be at. And so I'm going to be on them hard. And now they're starting to develop in the mindset, okay, Tuesday's coming. I need to get my mind right because I know coach is going to be on us on Tuesdays. So that's just the culture that I'm trying to develop and build here.
Yeah, I said some follow-up questions to another story that
Sure,
I'm doing on
no
you.
problem.
Just about you coming to the Valley. It's kind of a basic question, but with everything you've done in your career, why are you doing this? Why are you coaching college football?
Listen, man, I think God puts things into my life for a reason. You know, I had no intentions on trying to coach college. I wasn't even looking for a job in college. I get a phone call, Arizona area code, and pick up the phone, and it's Kenny. Asked me would I be interested in doing it. Of course, I had to relay it with my wife. Coming out to Phoenix and here during the Super Bowl days when they always have the Super Bowl, I'm always going to attending all the Super Bowls. My wife loves Fashion Mall. She spends all my damn money down there. So, I asked her, I said, hey, would you be interested in going to college and coaching at Arizona State? She said, let's go out there. And when we got out here, man, Kenny was phenomenal. I love his energy just from meeting him, man. I think you guys know him. He's always energetic. The vision where he wanted this program to be kind of got my juices flowing. So it was just a perfect match. My wife is happy being in Arizona, waiting for this good weather. It's pretty good out here, and then working under Kenny and learning a lot from him, and really giving me full autonomy of doing what I need to do to help the receivers here at Arizona State, man. So why not? Why not be here? So I'm happy. I enjoy doing what I do each and every day. I got some kids that I didn't know from anywhere to now buying into everything that I'm selling them. So I'm enjoying, man. Life is good for me, so I have no regrets. I'm proud to be a Sun Devil.
Where were you living before this?
I was in Houston.
Okay.
I was in Houston, Texas. My wife's from Houston. Head coaching one of the XFL teams in San Antonio was a great experience. Sitting in the chair, I learned a lot. I did 1 year at FAU in college, so I want to just experience again. Can't really measure that 1 year that I had. But being here, it's been phenomenal. The fact that I've only been here since April, trying to change the culture of our room, trying to help this team do whatever I can as a coach to give these guys, the knowledge, the football knowledge, just not just football, but in life. Man, I'm excited to be here. Life is good for me.
Have you reached out to any former coaches for any help about what it's like to be a coach and whatnot? Like maybe
No, I've already had all that. I've been in the coaching ranks for a while. I was in the NFL with the Jets. Did 1 year at FAU as a head coach, and then now I'm here. But it's just Kenny. I love working for Kenny. I want to do all that I can to help him with this program. I promised him that. Whatever he needs me to do to get these guys going, man. So life is good for me.
How much is it fulfilling you giving back to the next generation?
But that's what it's all about, right? That's why we coach. Some of my closest relationships were with my coaches, former coaches, right? Still to this day, they're mentors of mine. They've gone to my weddings. They call me on my birthday. They still check in with me. They watch the game. Oh, man, congratulations, man. You're getting them boys playing right. That's what it's all about. It's about relationships. For me, playing in Pittsburgh for 14 years, we were about family. Everywhere, that's all I know. So me to get in now, to get in a position and now be kind of the mentor to these kids and help them, even not just here at Arizona State, but this relationship continues for life. I'm going to always be there for them and to try to teach them little things and guide them down the right path. That's what it's all about. I think that's why all the coaches get into it. The money, it's not really about the money for me. If that was the case, the hours, the money that we're getting, I can play golf all day and be retired. But you know what? It's a blessing, man. Like I say, it's really. I get a newfound love for the game and helping young men be able to achieve and all the dreams and aspirations that they have. So, and then at the same time, being a part of a great coaching staff, man. We got a great coaching staff. Marcus Arroyo has been awesome. Just learning a lot about the game, understanding how he puts a game plan together, how he calls plays. It's just getting the feel for one another. I think it's important for him and I to have a strong connection because he coaches quarterback and I'm receiver. So the passing game, it's imperative that you're on the right page together. So having a coach like Marcus and I just working at it and teaching me the game. You can always learn the game. I don't know everything about the game, but just sitting back and watching how he execute everything, man, it's been a great learning process for me as well.